Alright, so quickly before the video starts, this is a disclaimer for people trying to get a rental on a house, trying to get a lease, and avoiding scams when you're trying to do so, because this personally happened to me, and I'm trying to not have it happen to any of you guys, because it's not a fun experience, and I don't think anybody wants that. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so me and my girlfriend, we were looking for a place, and we are currently located in Phoenix, Arizona. And also, by the way, good morning, good afternoon, and good night to whoever is watching. I hope you enjoy. I got some satisfying gameplay going in the back. It's some Supercross gameplay, and I hope you enjoy. But I'm trying to get this story out there for everybody, so no one gets through the same experience that I was through. So we're located in Phoenix, Arizona right now, and we are currently looking for a place. We need a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and we need a double-car garage. So getting a double-car garage here is really hard if you're looking for a place that's not over $1,500. So that's pretty expensive in my book, as far as what we're making right now. And so we found a place. We found a couple places, but this one, it was a couple $100 cheaper, and I didn't really think anything about it. It had just posted, so the moment I seen it, I applied. I applied for what is it called? To show the house. I came to look at it, and the house was posted for $1,000, and usually the houses that we were looking at were around $1,200, so it was a good deal. And I wanted to talk to the guy about it, see how it was, blah blah blah. So the guy texted me back, and he was trying to get me to apply. So one thing that you want to look out for is if there's any misspellings, if there's one number wrong in the address, or if there's something wrong with the street name, or look for something like that, little typos, or maybe if you're using an app like Zillow or any of those rental apps, there should be an estimate of what the rent usually is and what it has been for the past years. If that's not there, it's most likely a scam. So you might want to wait a little bit before you do anything. And most definitely, before anything, do not give anybody money before you go see the house. Do not give anybody money before you sign a lease, unless it's an application fee. And if you do, make sure it's secure. Make sure you use a bank and say exactly what it's for. So that's what we did. We used Bank of America. We used Zelle to transfer the money, and we made sure we put money for application of rental lease. So to get into this guy texted me, and he's like, all right, so I was, looking into your inquiry about our place, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, the rent's, the rent's $1,000, application fee $75 per person. And he's like, how soon are you looking to move in? So people that are looking to scam you, they're gonna push the fact that you need to pay your security deposit now. They're going to try to get all the money up front they can get now, because they're going to try to take as much money as they can, and then they're going to leave with what they have. So we paid $200 or $150, my bad. $150 for application fees for me and my girlfriend. We've been looking in for a place. So we paid that. And first of all, the first sketchy thing was the website. So the website was this weird thing. So I typed in the website, do this every time. Type in the website on Google and type in fake application. So when I did that, it came up with a bunch of them. But the guy was claiming to be the homeowner of the house. So he was claiming to be the homeowner. So I was like, you know what? If it was a website that was so purposely for people to create applications if they can't. So if you're not a big business, and you don't have a website to go through, this is what you use. So I was like, all right, whatever. I went through with it, but it was really weird. I was asking some weird questions that I didn't think it should be asking, but either way, I went through with it, whatever. And this guy just keeps asking, how soon are you trying to get in? How soon are you trying to get in? The website was called Jotform, by the way. Looking at the messages now, it was called Jotform. So if you ever come across an application on Jotform, I would be very skeptical. And second of all, you need to go online. You need to go to anything where you can find homeowners, and you need to make sure that this home is actually owned by the guy that is apparently selling it, guy or female, either or. But you need to make sure that the house isn't owned by anyone else. Because I was streaming, I was talking to a couple friends about the experience, talking to them how they felt about it and all. And everyone was telling me to go look. So I finally went and looked on the website. It was something about your county in homeowners. So you can look it up and you'll find it. I can't remember the exact word for it now. But you need to look that up. You need to go there, and the guy was claiming that his name was, Joe Blow, whatever it was. That's an alias name for now. But when I finally went and looked it up, I seen that it was owned by a realtor. So I called up the realtor and I told him, I'm like, look, man, I seen your post on Zillow, and I was here. So I'm like, this guy is scamming. He's trying to sell your property. He posted it before you did somehow, and he's trying to sell it as his own. I'm like, look, I already paid him money. I paid him $150 for an application fee, which is unacceptable. So I told them, I'm like, look, I need to report him for fraud. I went through their fraud department, and I reported this guy for fraud. So hopefully he goes to jail, because that's one of the most disgusting things you can do to a person, is try to rip them off and take their hard-earned money. I mean, we're trying to move into a place, and now we're almost $200, behind of what we need, and we don't have the money as it is right now. We have a kid on the way. So I sent him the Zelle payment. I paid through Zelle, and he's just pushing the fact that someone's trying to move in. And the weirdest thing was, he was trying to say that someone was just there. It was 8 a.m. and the post posted at 6 a.m. I had just got off work and I seen it, and I posted on it, and he sent me a picture of a girl holding a key, and I thought that was super weird. And apparently this was the girl that was trying to buy the house, and he was trying to convince me that she was going to buy it if I wasn't buying it right now. So he was trying to tell me to pay the $1,000 deposit, which deposit should be more than $1,000 anyways if the house is the deposit, because there should be a fee on top of it if it's a realtor. They do that. And the guy kept going. He kept going, well, actually, how about $750? How about, let's bring it down to $500. And I just thought it was the weirdest thing. At this point, I was almost convinced that it was a scam, but I really wanted this property. It was a good price. It was, me and my girlfriend could very comfortably afford it. But he finally went down to $250. He's like, you know what, man, if you pay this $250 right now, we'll secure the house for you. I'm like, man. This was before I contacted for fraud. And I thought it was really weird that he just kept going down. The security deposit does not go down on a house. That's not how it works. But we're trying to get into a lease on a place. And the guy was super sketchy. And apparently, I paid on Zelle to his wife's account. So either way, it was a secured transaction for a specific reason. And his bank account's going to be closed now. Our money is going to be given back from Bank of America, because Bank of America has good fraud, which most banks do. But we're going to get our money back. It's just going to take 2 weeks, and we're trying to move into a place now, which is really hard because we don't have enough money now, because that was part of our money that we needed for applications. And every application for a place usually costs around $100 to $200, which gets pricey when you're looking around and actually trying to get places, and you see a couple places you think you want, but you have to get approved first before you can actually move into the house, pay the security deposit and all. So this guy was being super sketchy. He just kept saying, oh, can I come over, or can you come over and look at the house? When do you want to come? And he was trying to get me to come now, and I was like, man, my girlfriend's at work, I can't go right now, I'm gonna have to wait till she gets off. And then here comes a story about, oh, his wife is in the hospital and she's having their second kid, and he needs to stay with his wife and his daughter. So that's super weird in general, which I understood, if that was actually the case, then that's fine. But it wasn't the case, and he just kept saying that he couldn't go to the thing now. And I was trying to say, well, why would you offer me to come to a place that you're apparently selling, come to a place that you're selling, but you're not even ready for me to come because you have a wife in the hospital? People don't just sell houses. Homeowners don't just sell houses when their wives are in the hospital. That's not how things work. People don't do that. I mean, I obviously know that now. I wish I knew before, because obviously, duh. I'm a retard for doing this. Stupid. But long story short, you need to look and background check everything. There's a lot of scammers out on the internet trying to get you to buy their properties, quote unquote. Not their properties. They're through realtors. They somehow get the pictures before the realtors do and post them on websites like on websites like Zillow, and try to get you to buy their house that they don't have. So you really need to watch out for this. It can cause you a lot of money and a lot of stress in the long run, because losing $200 like that is a lot. And especially if someone's not thinking about it and they've never bought a house before and you don't know what you're doing, then you might have paid the guy $1,000 down payment. There was no way I was paying any kind of down payment before I signed a lease and seen the guy in person and made sure that it was legit. So you need to check everything. You need to check all the things that can go wrong. You need to think of everything. And honestly, if you can, try to find somebody that is going through a realtor and not a homeowner. Homeowners are just, it can be a lot scarier. You can lose a lot more money. So if possible, please try to find a realtor, man. And watch out. Everybody be safe. I hope you have a fun time and good purchases and getting leases on rentals. And peace, everybody. Love you. Peace.